Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we have, for my money, what the biggest potential matchup that is possible at the moment would be for 2020, and that would be Senator Elizabeth Warren versus former Vice President Joe Biden. Joe Biden was born in the state of New Jersey or Pennsylvania. He lived in Scranton for a long time. Elizabeth Warren is from the state of Massachusetts and currently is serving as a governor there. In any event, this is my prediction on how a potential primary would go between these two. In any event, let's get started. So, the West Coast would go for Warren. Most of this stuff where like Midwestern states are where Midwestern states, the West Coast, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut. Come back to that. Maine even I think would. New Hampshire's another story, I think. I think that Joe Biden could win Pennsylvania. And most of the South, I think, because of he could appeal to the African American population, especially Illinois. If Obama campaigned for him in Illinois, he would definitely win. I also think Joe Biden would take Alaska. Utah, I think, would go to Joe Biden. New York, I think, would go. We'll go back to New York. Biden, I think, would win New Hampshire. I think Maryland would go for Warren. D.C. would go for Warren. Delaware, however, would go for Joe Biden. Florida, with the looks of Gilliam, I think that Florida could very well go to the Warren campaign. And I would say that Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, New Mexico, Colorado, yeah, probably. I think Nevada as well. I would say basically everything over here will go to Elizabeth Warren. I think that Ohio is a pretty moderate state. I think that Indiana is a pretty moderate state. I think Iowa and Ohio stay together. So all of this would come down to the state of New York, in my opinion. And I think, ultimately, New York would... New York's a really tough one. It's a Democratic stronghold, to say the least. So there would be a lot of voters from the city, but there are voters elsewhere as well. Like, by the city, I mean New York City. I don't want to leave this as a toss-up, but this is a really tough one to call. Yeah, please comment down below what you think would happen in the state of New York. However, I should characterize it, and I would say that Joe Biden could edge it out, because my reasoning for that is the governor in the Democratic primary won. Pretty soundly at that. I understand that Ocasio-Cortez is from the state of New York, and be upset an incumbent more centrist Democrat. However, and there's still lots of the governor especially is obvious. So that my final map by way of very narrow margins would be Joe Biden clinching the nomination by a very slight margin against Elizabeth Warren. So that's it for this video. Comment down below what you think. Like, share, and